I'm going to show you the best walkable communities in Montgomery County, and not just the ones that say they're walkable. These are communities where you can actually live your life without relying on your car for every little thing. Whether you're downsized, relocating from the city, or just done with the daily grind of I-270, I'm going to walk you through the spots where you can park the car and live more on foot. After 30 years of helping hundreds of families both buy and sell homes in Montgomery County, I stopped short of saying I've seen everything, but let's just say I've seen a lot. From clients fleeing urban noise to other clients just looking for something a little bit more walkable after 2 years in the burg. This list isn't based on theory or Google Maps, but real stories of people like you who are looking for homes that fit the way they live. Some move from areas like New York only to be shocked to find that many parts of Montgomery County aren't highly walkable. Others downsized from the suburbs and just wanted a place where they didn't need a car to feel human. Here's my plan and what I'm going to walk you through. Number 1, what makes a MoCo community highly walkable and what's just fake news? 2, my top 5 picks for walkable neighborhoods with pros and cons for each. 3, few buyers beware tips so you don't get burned. 4, my personal favorite spot if I had to ditch my car and walk everywhere starting today. Step 1, what does walkable really mean in Montgomery County? In my opinion, just because a neighborhood has sidewalks doesn't make it walkable. We're talking about walk to grocery, restaurants, dry cleaning, coffee shops, metro, out needing to Uber home with 4 grocery bags. Now, personally, I like Uber, but not to get around town for normal tasks. It's not just about walk score, it's about daily function. Where can you live your actual life on foot? If you have to cross a 6-lane road just to get your Starbucks cinnamon dolce latte frappuccino, then it's not walkable. If your neighborhood center is full of nail salons, those late night massage parlors, and a dentist's office, not walkable. Real walkability is about density, layout, and having all your needs within about a 10 to 15 minute walk. Step 2, my top 5 walkable communities in Montgomery County. Number 1 is the areas around Bethesda Road. Pros, everything is at your feet. Shops, dining, metro, groceries, gyms, movie theaters, and much, much more. Cons, it's expensive, busy, tight parking if you still own a car. I think Bethesda Row is best for professionals, downsizers, and people coming from DC or New York City. 2, downtown Silver Spring. The pros are it's a vibrant urban feel with great access to Metro and MARC train, as well as walk to Whole Foods, AFI theaters, breweries, and more. Also much less expensive than the Bethesda and Chevy Chase areas. So, for those people who are more on a budget, downtown Silver Spring may be a really good option. The cons about downtown Silver Spring is it can be noisy. When I think of downtown Silver Spring, I would say it's best for city lovers, certainly commuters, as well as those that are creative, maybe a little bit more eclectic. There's definitely a lot of diversity in Silver Spring. That's really who I would think it's best suited for. But once again, you definitely want to check it out if you're thinking about relocating to Montgomery County. 3rd would be Takoma Park. Now, Takoma Park is kind of cousin to Silver Spring, and it butts right up against DC. What I think of as far as pros are, it's quirky, it's historic, very community-oriented with farmers markets, co-ops, yoga studios, and more. The cons are some areas still have some car dependence. It can be pricey for what you get, but once again, a little bit like downtown Silver Spring, very eclectic, very artsy, a little bit bohemian, I would say. Definitely an area you want to check out because it really is like nothing else in Montgomery County. Now, my number 4 choice, we're moving a little bit further into what I would call maybe the central part of Montgomery County, and that's Rockville Town Center. The pros about Rockville Town Center is it feels like a mini city, tons of dining, shopping, metro, walking distance nearby. Cons are, I would say, some areas around Town Center kind of lack charm. Walkability can fall off fast from block to block. So once again, it's a little bit like, depends where you are within Rockville Town Center, but there's a lot going on in that area and it's very close for, commuting, excellent in walking distance to the Rockville Metro. So definitely I would say that Rockville Town Center is number 4 on the list. I'm not really saying it's the 4th, but it just happens to be number 4 on my list. So check it out. My number 5 choice, and yes, I know I'm a little biased because I live in this neighborhood myself, and that is the neighborhood of Kentlands in Gaithersburg. Gaithersburg is further north from Rockville Town Center. It's really kind of more the central to upper part of Montgomery County, so it's going to be a little bit further away from D.C. But let me tell you about some of the things that I really love about Kentlands. By the way, I've done 2 videos on it, so you might want to check those videos linked below. But I would say one of the pros is it's a little bit of a newer community. Kentlands was really started in like the early 90s and finished right around the early 2000s. So we're talking about homes in a community that is in that 25 to 35 age range, whereas these other areas are quite a bit older. That could be a plus for you. Maybe it's not. For me, kind of is. Some of the other pros are it's a charming community. Walk to groceries. There's 2 grocery stores there. Like from my house, I can walk to Whole Foods, which we pretty much do 3 or 4 nights a week just to get stuff to make dinner. You could also walk to the Giant grocery store, where it's going to be a little bit cheaper, and obviously there's a larger selection there. They do have a pharmacy. It's also walking distance from a CVS pharmacy. And it's walking distance from a whole host of really good restaurants like the Grilled Oyster, like Vasili's, as well as many other places like Smash Burger. It's walking distance to Starbucks, other coffee shops. I love the walkability with all the paths around lakes and everything, so it's quite picturesque. So if you're a dog person, maybe you're not a dog person, it's great walkability there in Kentlands. The con, I would say, is Kentlands, you still are in car country. I would not say that you can live in Kentlands and not have a car. I think that would be unfair to say. Could you do it? Absolutely, but it's really not, you really do need a car, unlike some of these other areas. I would say Kentlands is best for really singles, families, once again, that want something walkable, that want ease and convenience. Now, I will say this, it's pricey in Kentlands. No doubt about it. You can move just outside of Kentlands, like, less than 3 blocks away, less than a quarter mile away, and a similar type home is probably going to be 20% less, because when you buy in Kentlands, you're buying more than just the home. You're buying the community, the accessibility, the amenities, and all those things. Step 3, let's talk about common mistakes that buyers make. Mistake number 1, believing the listing. If the listing says walkable, zoom out on the map. Is it actually near anything or just one cafe across a highway? Once again, that's the case, not walkable. Mistake number 2, not testing the walk. Guys, you need to be testing the walk. This is old school. Now, it's awesome that you can find so many things online. You can see Google Maps and you can check into all these things online, but you know what? Nothing replaces boots on the ground. Get out and walk it yourself to get a sense as to whether you believe this is walkable or not. And a few other points on testing the walk. Before you buy, park your car and actually try walking to dinner. Walk it at night. Walk it with kids. Big difference. And mistake number 3, ignoring transit. Even walkable communities can feel isolating, don't have access to metro or reliable bus routes. So once again, check these things out. Okay, so I've thrown out my 5 picks. Now we're down to step 4, and it's my personal pick. If I had to make a choice between these 5 today, I hated driving and I just sold my car. I think if I had the choice, and once again, money was no object, and guys, I realize that money is always an object, but if I had one choice, I'd pick Bethesda Row. Yes, it's expensive. Yes, parking is a friggin' joke, but I could live entirely on foot and not feel like I was giving anything up. Restaurants, coffee, movies, gym, groceries, real people watching. You can find all of that in Bethesda Row. Most importantly, there's options. My second choice. Now, this is if I had a smaller budget, and it's also if I was not making this purchase by myself, but let's just say I had a family, I would definitely choose Kentlands, by the way, which I did. So surprise, surprise, yes, I'm a little bit biased on it. Everything is walkable. The community is charming as hell. You've got so many different types of homes, architecture. I love the fact that once again, I can walk to probably 10 different restaurants within about 5 minutes, some of them within 2 minutes. We really love the, living close to the community center, where literally from where I live, I can walk to the community center in literally 2 minutes, where we got pickleball, we got awesome pool set there. A lot of times I go to the gym on the weekends there. I usually don't go to the gym there during the week. I go to another gym just outside of Kentlands. During the weekend, it's nice to not have to get in there with 1,000 other sweaty people, stinky people, and whatever, and I can just go to our local gym, walk there, and within 30 minutes get done what I need to get done and get the hell out. If you're seriously looking at walkable communities, hell, even if you're watching this video, you're not looking for walkable communities, or maybe that's not the most important thing, I would love the opportunity to chat with you about your plans one-on-one. I've got this QR code right on the screen right now. You can scan that QR code. It'll actually take you to a Calendly link where we can set up a virtual meeting where we can discuss whatever it is you want to do for 15, 20 minutes. I would love to hear about your personal plans, your thoughts. Obviously, love the opportunity to help you in making a great decision when it comes to buying, selling, or relocating to Montgomery County. As I said before, I've helped tons of families be able to move into walkable communities where they can either ditch the car completely or maybe just ditch the car 50% to make their lives a little bit easier, where when they get at home, you know what, it's easy to walk around, get places without having to go out, drive the car, de-ice it during the winter months, or go to a freaking sauna in July or August, just to drive 3 or 4 minutes. So thanks for checking out my video. Love the opportunity to chat with you. I look forward to seeing you next week.